Let's talk targeted advertising. What is it? And what kind of little evil workings are hidden inside that strange wish ad that keeps popping up? First, the definition. Targeted advertising is basically ads tailored to your personality traits and behavior. Okay, but how do tech companies know your personality traits? Did they see all the BuzzFeed quizzes and the Hogwarts house you belong to? Let's start with some harsh truths. None of the platforms we use are actually free. We pay with our data and attention. And then they sell it to advertisers. If you don't trust me, you can hear from the man himself.
How do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
Senator, we run ads.
And he's not lying. Approximately 97% of the Meta company's revenue last year came from advertising. All of these platforms are competing for our attention.
And the best way to get people's attention is to know how someone's mind works.
So let's explore ways how these platforms get to know us. This whole modern age trade route involves cookies. You know, these little annoying messages that keep popping up whenever you visit a website. The messages that you keep clicking allow on. I see you. The second you allow all of them, the site stores a cookie in your browser. Right here. Then the website can store and remember information about you. A cookie is the reason why a website remembers you when you return to it after some time. It can store emails, passwords, location data, what you clicked on, and even how much time you've spent on a specific item. But these are only first-party cookies. They are there to make your experience on a specific site more personalized. Now, enter the third-party cookies that you have definitely seen in that annoying pop-up. These are the ones that big tech can exploit. They track you throughout all of your searching and Googling and buying on the internet. But the biggest concern is that a handful of companies now have a monopoly on personal data. And precisely this mountain of your personal information is why they are valuable platforms for advertisers. They know you. They know what you like. They know what will make you spend those hard-earned dollars. This might feel great, like the whole world revolves around you. And it does. But that's not entirely a good thing. How about we start with the most basic argument? You might not want ads tailored to you, and even our friendly neighborhood physicist agrees.
You have denied me the chance of stumbling upon something that I never thought of buying. And that takes away my freedoms, and I don't want that.
Besides the simple freedom to explore, there is another disturbing aspect to it. For example, you have a close friend or relative of yours that died recently. You've searched for funeral services, and then for the next few weeks, you're flooded with gravestone ads. But that is taking it to the extreme, you say. Not exactly. That has actually happened to Lindsay Robertson. It was just gravestones everywhere. And it can definitely damage our mental health. Like this example from the UK. A young woman had problems with fertility and yet was spammed with pregnancy-related advertising day after day. Even after blocking specific adverts, she just couldn't escape them all. In some cases, big tech actually has policies that battle that. For example, Facebook's policy is that ads can't target people simply based on their medical history. But even then, who wants targeted ads that can exploit what you search for at 3 a.m. when you can't sleep? It's targeting our worst nightmares, our fears, and our anxieties. Alright, but let me be political for a second. There have been open letters written to big tech companies to ban political ads completely before elections. And I was wondering, why? They make me sad, but are they a real danger to democracy? That was one of the big things of the Facebook and Cambridge Analytica scandal. This one company gathered over 50 million Facebook users' data and created a system to target US voters with political advertising curated to them. Researchers are now calling it digital mass persuasion. They say it can exploit our weaknesses and persuade us to take action against our best interest. In simplest terms, targeted advertising might make us buy into something we don't actually want or need. And sorry for being a bummer, but the more I researched target advertising, the stranger it got. Research has already been done on price discrimination. If you're added to a profile of a high-paying customer, they might tailor your shop experience towards more expensive stuff. Data is the new digital currency. It can be a way that you'll be judged now or in the future. For example, as this middle-aged mom, you might not be able to book a room on Airbnb. Why? Because you don't have enough Facebook friends to verify you. And our modern thinkers or businessmen say that this is not the last stop. Tracking and targeting may influence if we get the job or if we get insurance. Now that I made everyone sad and anxious, here are a few little things to fight targeted advertising. Obviously, a VPN helps with hiding your personal information. So let's start there. Then there are already some ways that you can get the information back from data brokers, like choosing platforms and subscribing to platforms that write emails and file complaints for you. And there are important regulations protecting you, like the GDPR I mentioned and the right to be forgotten. And in 2023, Google Chrome will join Firefox and Safari in phasing out third-party cookies. That is definitely not the end of targeted advertising, obviously. But I'll keep you updated, and hope you won't get flooded with my face for the next 2 weeks now. Thank you for listening to my rant. Click on the subscribe button and get unlimited premium golden content today.